Well, hello. Welcome back to Soul Search Sunday with Johnny Tiger. Yay. Okay, I don't know why I just did that. I've been watching this YouTube channel and a guy who talk about history, video game characters, and every time before he starts the show, he go, "Yay!" that just came out. Okay. Anyway, Soul Search Sunday. Here we are. Uh, The date? Oh, I can remember. What is the date today? Let's see.
Today's Sunday, June 5th.
There you have it. You heard it here first. On the Johnny Tiger, uh, what is this? Johnny Tiger Experience podcast? Video cast? Oh, well, we just call it Johnny Tiger Experience. So, anyway, um, today was a bit of a disappointing day. Uh, I ordered a new computer chair from Amazon because my current chair is getting all squeaky and saggy and yeah, I know. You're thinking, yeah, it's because you're too fat, you're getting too heavy. It got nothing to do with that. When you get chairs that have the gas lift, that's what that thing is called underneath your chair that allow you to adjust the height of your seat. The gas lift wears out after a couple of years. A lot of time, even on the $1,000 chairs, it's very common for the gas lift to lose its buoyancy after 3 or 4 years. And I've had my chair ever since 2017, so it's about time. So a lot of time when I go and sit down in my chair, even though I have on the tallest setting, I sit down and whoop, it goes down right to the bottom. It's very aggravating, and not to mention when you have a chair that does that, it's really harsh on your lower back, on your hip and back because you are afraid to sit down too hard on it. So even when you're sitting in your chair, you're constantly just putting more weight on your feet. You're not really sitting properly. So I ordered a new chair from Amazon and really was looking forward to it. And it said that it was going to be delivered today. I waited, and near the end of the day, suddenly I got a notification from Amazon. Your item is being returned to the warehouse because of a problem with the item. You will receive your refund within 3 to 5 business days once the item has been received. What the like I don't understand. Like what the heck? Why can't you guys just send out another one if there's something wrong with this one? Why do I have to wait for that long to get a refund and then I have to go and order another one and what's going on? I have no idea. And then uh I got a phone call shortly after from a couple of good friends and say, hey, we are on our way to pick you up. Let's go out for some dinner. Get ready, we'll be there soon. So okay, I got ready and checked the weather out the window, and it looked like a pretty mild day. It wasn't raining. It was really cloudy, but it wasn't raining. So I said, well, okay, they said they're going to be here soon. I'm going to get everything ready. I'm going to go outside and stand out there and wait for them. I waited for them for almost 40 minutes. 40 minutes. I went out there, and then about 10 minutes in, it started to rain and hard too. It's just like raining really hard. And by the time they got here, I was wet and shivering. Yeah. You guys are thinking, well, why didn't you just go back inside, you dummy? Because I don't want my friends to have to walk over to ring my doorbell because I'm a nice guy. I didn't want them to get wet. Yeah, I'm a sucker like that sometimes. And then when we got to the pub, uh, I thought, well, I haven't had fish and chips for a while. Let's get some fish and chips because I've been going to this pub for quite a handful of years, over 16 years, if all told. And their fish and chips is good, like freshly fried fish, French fries great, coleslaw is great, and the portion is humongous, just the kind of food I like. And when my fish and chips got was put down in front of me, I was in shock because the two pieces of fish, each one was barely larger than a chicken strip. Ah, like these were barely qualified. These were barely qualified to be fish sticks. Not what I was used to. So yeah, like I said, I know I'm be rambling on a bit, but I just want you guys to know that this has been a bit of a disappointing day. So if I seem a little bit distracted and flaky, more flaky than usual, I have good reason. So I don't know if any of you, at least those of you that are not blind or disabled, that been following my channel, watching this video, uh, listening to blind guy talking shit. I don't know if thoughts like this have ever crossed your mind. I have heard this from several friends. Like some of my friends, they once in a while would make a comment like, "Man, you're so lucky. I wish I can get free money from the government just for being blind." And when I hear this, it usually makes me so sad and angry at the same time. And I always tell them, anytime you want to trade, let me know. Anytime you want me to poke your eyes out for you so you can know what it's like, let me know. I would be more than happy to do it. Why am I being so aggressive about this? Because people who make comments like this, you have no idea. You have no idea just how much being blind can suck. Okay, I imagine this statement shock a lot of people. I imagine this does. Because Johnny Tiger, this is Johnny Tiger that talking about being blind sucks, right? I mean, you think about me, I am out there working. I make films, I make videos. I'm a kind of a minor celebrity in a way. I do martial art. I do fitness. I play music. I publish albums. People tend to get the idea that I take it in stride. That even though I'm blind, I conquered it. I'm beyond it. I am above it. You would be wrong. I hate to say that, but you would be wrong. Now, I have been able to cope with being blind and very well. I have been able to make a lot out of my life and being blind through luck, through the support of a very solid, very strong network of friends, and to a certain degree, hard work on my own. But I will unequivocally tell you, being blind sucks. Okay, there's no other way around it. It sucks. And what little money the government give us, uh, in Canada, I don't know about other countries. In Canada, uh, if you're blind and you don't work and you meet all the qualifiers, all the boxes are checked, you can get up to maximum $1,400 Canadian, which come down to about 1100 US, if I wasn't mistaken. The average housing prices where I live here in the Vancouver area in British Columbia, average housing, like let's say you want to rent an apartment, or for one person, bachelor suite apartment, the average price is $1,300. There you go. There's no money left for food, no money left for anything. Okay, so you can't live on that. Being blind, getting that quote unquote free money from the government is not a very good trade-off. You are not going to get. you're not going to benefit from it, right? You have to go out there and find job, and let's not even get into how difficult it is to find work when you're blind, even if it's work that you know how to do, even if it's work that you're qualified to do. Let's say you're totally blind and you go out of your way to get a master's degree in marine biology. Good luck trying to find any work in that field because you're blind. You're the most you're going to get is administrative thing where you have to type up report and uh, stuff like that behind the computer. You won't be able to put that master's degree or PhD to good use. So no, it is not peaches and cream and kittens and spices and cookies. It is not like that. Right? Let's look at the small stuff. Right? The other day, I have a student that mentioned to me that his problem, why he hesitates before engaging in sparring or fighting, is when he look at the guy and he think, "Whoa, the guy is so muscular and big," and he holds back. He doesn't feel confident. And I made a comment. I said, "Well, look at me. I wouldn't have this issue because for me, I don't look at the guy. I don't see the guy. So I don't know how big or tough or strong or muscular the guy is until I engage." Now, this may sound like an advantage, or that the blind guy have the advantage because he doesn't get psyched out. Well, it is an advantage, but in some ways it totally sucks too, because there has been times when I engage an opponent and I find out I've bitten off way more than I could chew, and now it's just torture. All that's left was torture and humiliation. Okay, so that's a double-edged sword that can cut both ways. How about this one? I remember this one time that a friend of mine came to work to pick me up after uh, I got off work. I was doing counseling at this local office building, and my friend came to pick me up and happened to see my client. And my friend went, "Whoa, that's your client?" I said, "Yeah, why?" Like this was a client that's been with me for almost 7 years. So we're like, what about it? And my friend said, "Dude, you have no idea how hot your client is." I was like, it's my client. I don't think of it that way. Like, don't be weird. My friend, like, no, 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 you don't understand. I'm not talking about hot, like hot girl on the street. I'm talking about hot, like she's like a supermodel or a porn star. Dude, I can't believe that you'll be in the office just with her, you and her alone, and you didn't even know that. And you know what? Yeah, that kind of got through to me as well. I kind of felt, wow, that kind of sucks. I never knew that my client is that good looking. I wish I could have seen her. Not that I would do anything unethical about it, but it just kind of weird, right? Like someone have such a strong reaction, and apparently I've been counseling this person for so long, and I had no idea what she looked like. Yeah. Now these sound like minor things, yeah, really minor things, things that a lot of people, myself included, would just shrug it off and like, oh yeah, well, whatever, not that important. But sometimes being blind is not even that trivial. There was one time when I was in a boat and the boat went down, the boat flipped, and I was out there in the water, out there in the ocean, with screaming people all around me, like totally a Titanic moment. But you know what was the worst part? Was I knew we weren't that far from land. We were maybe uh 300 meter, 400 meter at the most away from land when this happened. So I knew that if I could see, if I had my eyesight, I could easily identify and pinpoint which way the land was and either help rescue people or make a swim for it rather than being there hearing all the screams around me and didn't know which way I was supposed to be going. Didn't know how far away the lifeboat was, didn't know what was what. That moment, it went through my head. God, being blind really, really sucks. How about this one? Well, one time, not too long ago, actually, this just happened about 4 years ago, where it was very snowy, that in the middle of winter, and I was on my way to work, and the bus dropped me off at the wrong stop because there was a construction going on, and the bus had to get rerouted to a nearby stop, but the bus driver did not let me know. So I got off the bus. The snow was almost up to my calf, and it was really, really cold. And I walked about a block, and then I realized, wait, this is totally wrong. This is not the stop that I usually am at. Where am I? Where the heck am I? I wandered around in the snow for almost 40 minutes, 50 minutes before I finally got rescued. I was totally lost. Again, I knew I wasn't that far away from my workplace. I knew that if I only had some vision, I would be able to just look at the road sign, look across the street, and at least find out where the nearby building that I could go and ask for direction. But because I couldn't see anything, and it was snow covered everything, I could barely tell where the street was and where the sidewalk was. It was frustrating, scary, very, very cold, and rather degrading because, again, incident served to remind me just how much it can suck when you're blind. Now, most of you know that I have two cats. Aslan, who just joined the family a couple of years ago, and then Tiger, my old kitty, who is almost 19, 19 or 20. It's old, but very feisty still. Yeah, he has to be very feisty for messing up my hand, like back in April. Some of you can still remember that. Um, when I first got Tiger, so long ago, when Tiger was a kitten, he was extremely, extremely bad at uh, like to escape. He was an escape artist. You open the door, he's gone. You open the window, he's gone. You leave the door ajar, he's gone. You leave the window partly closed, he's gone. I remember this one time I opened the door to go to work, and zoop, out he went. I went around the yard calling for him. He wouldn't come to me. I didn't know where he was. I went up and down the street calling for him. I knew I was going to be late for work, but I didn't care. I wasn't going to be able to go to work and leave my cat out there not knowing where he's gone off to. I started knocking on neighbor's door. I uh, probably disturbed 3 or 4 household, uh, at least 10 people. 10 of my neighbors came out and I said, "Hey, I'm so sorry to bother you, but I'm blind and my cat just got out on me and I don't know where he is. Can you help me find him?" 10 people wandered all around the neighborhood, around the block, up and down the street, looking for this orange kitten. Finally, after over an hour, everyone gave up and started going home, and one of my neighbors uh, walked me back to my place. By this time, I was starting to get very, very sad, and all kind of unpleasant thought was going through my head, like what might have happened to my kitten. We got back to my place, and my neighbor said, "Oh, God damn it! He's just sitting on your garbage can. We looked all over the place, and he's in here in your yard all this time." I just shrugged and smiled, and I said, "God, I'm so sorry. What can I say? Being blind really sucks."